Porsche has always been about performance on the road and on the racetrack. And the 356 was a very capable car. But Porsche wanted more. So in 1955, they created the Speedster. The envelope body was widened somewhat, and the windshield was markedly lowered. Better aerodynamics, more performance. This was what competitors jokingly called the Porsche bathtub. It had a 1500cc engine. This one's been upgraded to 1600 cc's and 80 horsepower. Now, another thing about Porsche is once they find a good idea, they're not the least bit hesitant to have history repeat itself. Here is Porsche's latest Speedster, built for the company's 70th anniversary in 2019. The headrest-bearing Speedster humps are here. So is the laid-back windshield, GT3 front fascia, and 500 horsepower engine. Not for better performance on the racetrack, but for exclusivity. And the most valuable part on this 1,000-mile example is this serial number plate between the seats. Only 1,948 of these were built, celebrating the year the company was founded. And any Porsche with that kind of pedigree, being a one of a certain number, is going to sell for multiples of its original sticker price.
Now, yesterday, if you were following our coverage on FYI or on the History Channel, you saw Mike Joy preview this car, a 55 Porsche 356 Speedster.
So how did the Speedster come to be? U.S. Porsche importer Max Hoffman told Porsche, your 356 Cabriolet is too expensive. It costs as much as a new Cadillac. I want you to take everything out of it that doesn't make it go fast and build it so we can sell it for $3,000, a grand less than the regular Cabriolet. So they took out things like the roll-up and down windows, they shortened the windshield, Speedster hump, pulled the body a little bit, and suddenly the engineers realized they were saving weight as well as money. So Hoffman got his wish. The Speedster sold for under $3 grand, and a lot of them went straight to the racetrack. This one's 55 horsepower, 1500, now has a 1600 cc engine with 80 horsepower on board.
And it seems to me that 15 years later, wouldn't they do that same thing with the Roadrunner, the same basic concept? Hey, what if maybe we can strip it down and meet an actual market that exists? Second year for this, and they had a solid 4 years running. They make a massive number of it, but enough that they knew that they had what they needed. You got to remember, at this point in the mid-1950s, Porsche is really still trying to establish itself as a solid car company as well as a racing company. The 550 Spider did a great job racing, but this put racing cars, an approachable, obtainable racing car, in the people's hands.
And it sells at $240,000. Now remember that year, 1955, and the Speedster, because rolling in behind it is another Speedster from 2019.
Well, Porsche revived the Speedster concept a couple of times. Not so much to go to the racetrack, and certainly not to sell at a lower price. This has the front fascia of a GT3, and it has the normally aspirated 4-liter 6-cylinder that revs to 9,000 RPM, also from the GT3. Here are the Speedster humps. Beautifully optioned car, a lot of carbon fiber, and I want to show you the most valuable part on this car. It's right here. It's this serial number plate, and note that this is one of only 1,948 built. If you can acquire a Porsche that is one of, designated on the serial number plate, you will make bank, and that's where we are right now.
Absolutely. I mean, the engine back there is going to rev to 9,000 RPM. It's going to push out 502 horsepower, all that performance coming out of the back. Of course, you got to figure out how to hang on to it. You get a little tail heavy at times, but boy, with that lower center of gravity because of the weight they've lost up on the top, this is a great car for performance.
Upper right of your screen, the entire phone bank is occupied. Looks like the woman in the distance there has her hand in the air. She must have the lead bid right now. 3 colleagues next to her. I'm sure the internet boys and girls are working hard. And you see 2 bidders on the floor involved. This could go on for a while. And we are at $475,000.
Loaded with carbon fiber accents, the lightweight bucket seats with contrasting stitching. Wow.
Sold for $500,000, tied for 3rd of the day and the auction.